Hello, 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 my ninja warriors. Welcome to yet another power-packed session where we are going to revise the complete coordinate geometry which is required for your upcoming class 12th. Okay. So let me tell you what are the chapters which are dependent on your basic coordinate geometry, or you can say basics of straight lines. So the very chapter which is dependent on this particular coordinate geometry is none other than 3D geometry. Yes, and 3D geometry, you all know that if you pick, not even, I'm not talking about 5-year trend of JEE main, but if you pick even 10-year trend of JEE main, then also the most important, highest weightage chapter you are going to see throughout without any discrepancy is 3D geometry. Okay, 3D geometry. So if your coordinate geometry is fixed, then definitely it will help you not only in 3D geometry, but it will help you in upcoming chapters which are there in class 11th, that are circles, then ellipse, parabola, hyperbola, the complete conic section. Okay, so that is why coordinate geometry is little bit important chapter, not only just because coordinate geometry, but about this is important for your upcoming chapters in class 12th as well. Okay, everybody, hi Ibu, how are you? All right, hi Nikita. It's me, Joy Boy. Do we need any pre-required chapter for this session? No, absolutely not. That is what the whole point is. That is what the beauty is. This is going to be the prerequisite chapter. And do not worry, we are going to start with the very scratch and the moment you enter the class. Come on, do I need to tell you, we won't be proceeding if you do not like this session. Okay, so you have to, without even telling, okay, I don't have to tell you, do like the session right away. Okay, otherwise if you're not liking it, then it will look like, okay, maybe this session is not as valuable, then we need to change our strategy. Okay, maybe students are not liking these type of sessions, so let me take another type of sessions. Okay, yes, all right. Session duration, so I think we are starting at approximately 6:25. We are going to start, so it is going to take 2 hours, so 7:30ish will be winding up. Okay, 7:30 plus minus 10-15 minutes you can manage. Everybody, yes? Okay, so are we ready to nail it? Are we ready to kill it? Okay, especially for those students who are attending my very first session. Anybody here who is coming to my session for the very first time, please let me know. Or anybody who is new to this channel, okay, so do let me know. Okay, and a very warm welcome to our channel and to my session as well. So this is my brief introduction for all of those who are first timers. My name is Namrata and I have more than a decade of teaching experience in both online and offline, be it JEE main or JEE advanced. Okay, and these are my credentials, and I am known for my ninja techniques. I don't know how many of you are aware, but in 2024 and 2025 I have given so many ninja techniques that are useful for your JEE main, not only JEE main but sometimes JEE advanced as well. Okay, yes, so we should start today's session without wasting any.
Something went wrong. Please try again.
Okay, I think Siri is activated, huh? So let's start the coordinate geometry, everybody. Yes. Let's start. Are we ready? Are we up for it? 7 or 8. Ibu is saying 7:30ish. So 7:45, before 7:45 we are going to wind up. Okay. All right. Yes. 2026 JEE aspirants. Yes, this session is for 2026, but this session can be attended by 2027 aspirants as well. Okay. So first of all, let's talk about distance formula. Let's start with very basics. Okay. Let me just adjust. Better. Yes. Okay. All right. So let me mark something. This is your point P, and this is your point Q. Can you see this point Q? Can you see this point P? Everybody? Yes? Now point P, x1 comma y1 and x2 comma y2. These are the 2 points, correct? Now, distance between P and Q. Distance between P and Q. Anybody can tell me? Distance between P and Q. Okay. So PQ, we do have a formula. I think everybody over here is aware about this formula, that PQ is nothing but square root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Everybody? Yes? Okay. PQ is nothing but square root x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. But how do we get this formula? Let's understand the proof behind it. So first of all, this is your PQ. Now what we are going to do is, I am going to draw a triangle that is going to be a right angle triangle. PQ, let me mark it as R. Okay. Now in triangle PQR, can I write one thing by Pythagoras theorem? By Pythagoras theorem in triangle PQR. By Pythagoras theorem in triangle PQR. Okay, in triangle PQR. Everybody can tell me? So this is hypotenuse, so PQ square, or you can say PQ is equals to PR square plus QR square. Yes or no, everybody? Yes or no? PR square plus QR square? Correct. Okay. Now what is PR? Let's understand. So this is your PR. Correct? Can you see that this point is x1 comma y1? Now what does that mean? Understand. x1 is nothing but distance of point P from y-axis. This horizontal distance always. The horizontal distance will represent the x-coordinate and the vertical distance will represent the y-coordinate. Horizontal distance will be obviously from y-axis and vertical will be from x-axis. Okay. So now tell me one thing, if this distance is x1, then this distance will also be x1, yes or no? And if this distance is x1, so can I say that this coordinate of point A is x1 comma 0? Everybody, yes? Okay. Alright, now what about this R? So if I talk about R, okay, if somebody has to tell me the coordinate, can anybody tell me what is the coordinate of R? So coordinate of R, ma'am, okay, let's do one thing, let's talk about Q. So x2 comma y2, correct? So can I say that this particular distance is x1, this whole distance is x1 and this whole distance is, sorry, not x1, x2 and this is y2, correct? This is x2. If this is x2, then this is also x2, correct? So this whole distance is going to be x2. Now tell me, you want what? You want PR. PR is going to be x2 minus x1, yes or no? PR, if I write PR, is going to be what? This whole distance minus this distance will give you PR. So x2 minus x1 is going to be PR. Similarly, if this is y2 and trust me, this is y1, so this is also y1. So you want QR. Now QR, tell me. QR, geometrically, can you see QR? You need this distance. You need this one. So QR is going to be y2 minus y1. This y2 minus y1. Yes? The whole distance y2 minus this portion. So y2 minus y1. Yes or no? Now PR and QR, if you put PR is x2 minus x1 whole square. So this is your PR square and this is your QR square. And let me tell you, because there is a distance, I will apply a modulus. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you write x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square, or PQ can be written down as x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Because you know what? See, a minus b whole square is equals to b minus a whole square. I think everybody is aware about this. Yes? Voice is not audible, you guys are saying. Who is saying? Yashwant is saying voice is not audible. I think everybody is aware about this. Okay, let me check. Let me check. So this is control panel पे. Let me check. Or sound. Let me check in the sound settings. Okay, so let's do one thing. I'll check my sound settings till the time you do this question. Solve this question, everybody. And let me meanwhile check the sound, okay? I think it's audible, everything is fine. I think all the settings are perfect, I feel all the settings are perfect. So let's do this question. I think you guys are already telling me that B option is absolutely correct. Okay, so distance between this, okay, distance formula is, so distance D is going to be equal to, see, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay, so this is square root of, this is x1 y1, x2 y2, correct? 7 minus 3, so 7 plus 3 whole square minus 6 minus 4 whole square. So this is 100 plus 100, that is 200. So 200 is nothing but 10 root 2 units. Okay, so you can see option B is absolutely correct. Okay, let us do the next question, everybody. Yes, everybody, next question. Next question. Harish is saying how class 11 sessions will be there. Like lectures or one shots. What do you want? Harish, just tell me, what do you want? What do you exactly want? Okay. So distance between the points A sine 60 degree, comma 0. A sine 60 degree is nothing but A root 3 by 2, comma 0. This is 1 point. And 0, comma A cos 30 degree is also root 3 by 2. Okay. All right. Distance between points. So distance D is going to be equal to A root 3 by 2 minus 0 whole square. Right? This minus this. And plus 0 minus A root 3 by 2 whole square. Everybody, yes? So this is A square 3 by 4. This is also A square 3 by 4. So A square 3 by 4 plus A square 3 by 4 is nothing but 2A square 3 by 4. Square root. 2 ones are 2 twos are. Now if you take square root, this is going to be root 3 by 2. And modulus A will be there. Remember, point to be noted. My ninja warriors, this is very important. Square root of x square is modulus x. Square root of x square is modulus x. Ibu is also saying one shot and Harish is also saying one shot. Okay. All right, so which option is correct? C option is correct, right? C is absolutely correct. See, Now understand one thing. Option A though is absolutely wrong. Distance can never be negative. Correct? This option is absolutely incorrect. Now, let's do this question. Let's see how many of you are able to do this. Okay. The Ria is also saying, yes, ma'am, one shots. Okay. All right. But I have one issue in one shot. What I feel about one shots is, I don't know. I mean, one shots definitely are going to go very crazy and it is going to take 7 hours for one particular one shot. And if we are going to take live, then when exactly are we going to take? Huh? Because you guys always say, ma'am, we have school till 6, till 7. So if we are going to start at 6 or 7 maybe, then till when are we going to teach? Till 1 o'clock, till 2 o'clock. I mean, this is something which is because of in South, the schools are running till very late. So I don't know that one shots, how will they work? So just Karthika is saying also one shot. King is saying what is the meaning of one shot? One shot means that whole complete lecture, no matter how much time it will take, but complete in a single one shot. Okay, are we doing it? An equilateral triangle has one vertex at 0, 0 and another at 3, √3. Okay, this is an equilateral triangle. And third vertex, let us take x, y. This is P, Q and R. Okay. So now in equilateral triangle, the very basic thing is PQ is equals to QR is equals to RP. Yes or no? So let's apply it. Gunshot is very funny. Karthika is saying it's okay even if it is recorded. Acha. Okay, let's see PQ. Now PQ, can anybody tell me what is PQ? So PQ is going to be distance formula square root of 3 minus 0 square, okay, plus √3 minus 0 whole square. QR is x minus 3 whole square plus y minus √3 whole square is equals to square root of, now PR is nothing but x minus 0 whole square plus y minus 0 whole square. Everybody, any doubts, any confusion? Okay. So now what we are going to do is, let me just mark it as A, B and C. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, I am going to take A and C together. A and C together. So if A and C are together, square root gone. This is 9 plus 3, 12 is equals to x square plus y square. That is your star equation. Star equation, everybody. Now what I'm going to do is, I am going to take these two together. Okay, A and B together. So A and B if you take together, so this is what? 12 again. This is 12 is equals to, what is this? X square plus 9 plus minus 6x plus y square plus 3 minus √3, 2 √3y. Okay. Now one thing, very interestingly, x square plus y square can be written down as 12. So x square plus y square will be 12 and 12 will be cancelled out by this particular 12. Can I do that? Yes. Can I do that? Everybody? Yes. A and B equal. Correct. So now what are you going to get? Tell me. So you are going to get 6x plus 2 √3y is nothing but 12. Or one more time if you do that, so you are going to get 3x plus √3y is equals to 6. So this is your hash equation. Hash equation, everybody? Okay. So coordinates of third vertex. Now we have got two equations and two unknowns, right? A and B equal. A and C we have done already. So yes, I think yes. Now, what to do? So we have got two equations. X square plus y square is equals to 12. And we have 3x plus root 3y is equals to 6. Okay. Let me do one thing. Let me just take the value of root 3y is equals to 6 minus 3x upon root 3. Let's put this value over here. So value of y, I'm going to put it over here. X square plus y is what? 6 minus 3x upon root 3 whole square is equals to 12. So from here we are going to get the value of x. X square, actually 3x square. 3x square plus 6 6 are 36 plus 9x square minus 6 3 is 18, 18 36x upon 3 is equals to 12. Okay, so there will be a quadratic equation in x. Let's keep solving it. One thing I am realizing that 3 12s are, 3 3s are, 3 again 12s are. So this is going to give you 3x square and then 3 plus 3 actually 6x square minus 12x plus 12 is equals to 12. Clearly x is going to be 0 and x is going to be 2. 0, 2. Now the moment you say that x is equals to 0, put x equals to 0 over here. So first case, when x is equals to 0, y is going to be 6 by root 3, and if you rationalize it, you are going to get y is equals to 2 root 3. And second, x is equals to 2. So this is y is equals to 0 when x is equals to 2. 2, 0 and 0, 2 root 3. Correct? So coordinate of third vertex are having two options. So final answer will be what? Tell me. Final answer, everybody. It is going to become 0, 2 root 3 and it is going to be 2, 0. X is equals to root 3, you are saying. X is equals to, have I done correct? Let me check one more time. Let us check if there is any calculation mistake. So yes, from here, let me check. You are going to get x square plus y square. Then we have, this is also there, 9 plus this, okay. So 12. So 12 minus 6x minus 2 root 3. So 3x plus root 3y is equals to 6. So this is absolutely correct. Okay, and now the value of y is 6 minus 3x by root 3. If you plug in over here, then this is 36 plus 9x square minus 6 3 is 18, correct, upon 3. 3 ones are 3, 3, 12, 3 and 12, correct. Now 3 plus 3 is 6 minus 12x plus 12 is equals to 12. So x is going to be 0, 2. You did mistake in 3x square. 3x square mein I did some mistake. How come? 9x square, 6 3s are 18, 18 into 2, 36. Six x square minus 12 is equals to 0. Ma'am, right side 12 or 36. This is 12 only, no? This will be definitely 12. Right side, which, what are you saying? LCM if I have taken, 3 I am cancelling out na, from right here. Okay. See, this is your 3, sorry. If I am taking LCM, this is my 3. Okay, yes. I have made a mistake over here. Yes, sorry. So this is how it is. Hai na? So this will also be gone if I take LCM, correct? So x square, so this is 4x square minus 12x plus 12 is equals to 12. So x is going to be 0 comma x is equals to 3. Yes, so x is equals to 3. X is 3. So here x will be equals to 3. So 3 3s are 9 minus 3. Y is going to be minus 3 by root 3. So minus root 3. Yes, yes, yes. So second answer is correct. Thank you, Ibu. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes. So 3 comma minus root 3. King of kings. Okay. All right. Yes. Chalo. Let's move on to the next topic, which is nothing but internal division, or you can say that section formula. So this is the topic, section formula. Okay, everybody. Now, what is a section formula? What happens in a section formula? So there are two things in section formula. First one is internal division, and second one will be what? External division. Let's talk about internal division. This is your A and this is your B, correct? Now, there is this point A which is given to you. There is this point B which is also given to you, correct? So, A and B are 2 points, and there is a line joining AB where P lies on, P points lies on line joining AB, and P divides the line segment into m:n ratio. So, coordinates of P you can calculate by this formula, where x will be mx2 plus nx1 whole upon m plus n. Remember, mx2 plus nx1 whole upon m plus n, comma. Y coordinate will be what? my2, crisscross. Remember, my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. Okay, everybody, internal division clear? Yes. Now, this is very important, midpoint of a line. So, suppose in this case, midpoint means what? P divides line joining AB in which ratio? 1:1 ratio, correct? Now, P over here is midpoint of AB, correct? So, P is going to be what? 1x2 plus 1y1 by 1 plus 1. Because m, n both are 1, correct? So now this is the formula. So x is going to be x1 plus x2 by 2, and y is going to be y1 plus y2 by 2. Okay, everybody? Yes? Yes, Ronit is also here. Okay. Now Ronit is asking what is the meaning of external and internal division. Yes, because see, now we have studied internal division now. When you study external division, then you will get to know what is the difference. So, let me complete, let me finish. Now, this is what external division is. External means that the point P will lie outside the line segment. See, there is this line segment AB. If P lies in between AB, then this is an internal division. If P lies outside AB, then it will be a external division. Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Now understand. So now again, in that case also, AP is M. So this whole thing is what? M. So AP is M and this BP is N. Correct. So the coordinates of P in this case will be given by, again, same formula but with a little bit twist. mx2 minus ny1 whole upon m minus n. Numerator and denominator both will have negative sign. Y is equals to my2 minus ny1 upon m minus n. This is the formula for external division. Yes, everybody getting it? If this is something which you are already getting it, then we can start off with the problems. Only the difference between external and internal division is what? So visually, what is the difference? P will lie inside in internal, P will lie outside in external. That is one thing. And negative sign is the only difference in case of formula. Let's start with the question. Find the length of the median from vertex A of a triangle ABC whose vertices are okay. So whatever the question is now, please make a habit of plotting the diagram. Make a habit of plotting the diagram, only then you will be able to solve it. So A point is -1, 3. Okay, B point is 1, -1 and C point is 5, -1. Correct? A, B, C, all the coordinates are given to you. Sorry, mx2 minus mx1 I have written. No, n, no, I have written n. This is n. Okay, I said n. n x1. mx2 minus nx1. my2 minus ny1. This is the formula. Okay. Now, as per this question, what are they asking? Find the length of the median from vertex A. So, from vertex A, let me draw a median. Median, what is median? Median AD will bisect the base. That means BD and DC will be equal. So, can I say that D is midpoint? D is midpoint of BC. If D is midpoint, can anybody tell me what will be the midpoint? Quickly. So 1 plus 5 by 2. 1 plus 5 by 2, comma, minus 1 by 2. So coordinates of D you can calculate, which is 3. 6 by 2 is 3 and -1. So this is your D. A, so you know already. Coordinates of A. -1, 3. Now length of median. AD is your median. Square root of 3 minus -1 whole square. So that is 4 square, and this is also 16 plus -1 minus 3 is also 16. So AD is going to be what? Root 32. So root 32 is nothing but 4 root 2 units. Five, are you saying? Have I done anything wrong again? Sorry, this is +1. Oops. If this is +1, then D will be 0. Yes. Then it is going to give you 16 plus 9. And yes, it is going to be 5 units. Sorry, I thought this is +1. Copy paste mistake. Sorry. Next question, ready? Next question, chalo. Next question, I am giving it to you, okay? If the midpoints of the sides of triangle are 2, 1, -1, -3 and 4, 5, then find the coordinates of its vertices. If the midpoints of sides of a triangle are, so again, make a habit of plotting the diagram, okay? So I am going to plot the diagram for you. And this question I am not going to solve. You are going to solve. This is a homework question. If the midpoints of the sides of a triangle, so this is A, B, C suppose, and PQRS is given to us, so 2, 1, this is your P, then Q, -1, -3, and R is 4, 5. Chalo, let's do this question. Good question. I think we should do it, huh? So now let me just do one thing. This is x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Midpoints are given, so this equal, this is equal, this is equal. Okay? Everybody getting it? What are we looking for? Find the coordinates of its vertices. So first thing is, let me just write that P, first thing. P is midpoint. P is midpoint of AB, everybody. P is midpoint of AB, correct or not? If P is midpoint of AB, then I can write x1 plus x2 by 2 is equals to 2. Yes, x1 plus x2 by 2 is equals to 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2 is equals to 1 by midpoint formula. Yes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply this. So 2 2s are 4 and this is 2 1s are 2. So now we are getting x1 plus x2 is equals to 4 and y1 plus y2 is equals to 2. We have got two equations, correct? Now second thing. Q is midpoint of A and C. Okay, A and C. Now directly I am going to write, x1 plus x3 is nothing but, so x1 plus x3 by 2 is minus 1. So this is directly minus 2. And y1 plus y3 is double of, so directly I am writing minus 6. Is it correct? Yes? Everybody getting it? Okay, now third. Third is what? Third. Let me write third over here. Okay, third point, which is P is midpoint, Q is, R is midpoint of B and C, everybody. So what can I write? X2 plus X3 is equals to 8 and Y2 plus Y3 is equals to 10. Okay. So we've got, okay, let's do one thing. Let's do one thing. Now let's do one thing. Let's focus on calculating x1, y1, sorry, x1, x2 and x3. In similar technique, what we can do is we can calculate y1, y2, y3, correct? Okay. Yes. So x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3. So now x1 plus x2 is 4. x2 plus x3, anybody? x2 plus x3 is 8 and x1 plus x3 is nothing but minus 2. Yes, these three details I have got for x1, x2 and x3. Okay. Yes. Now what we are going to do is we are going to add all the three equations. Add all the three equations. So x1 plus x1 will be 2x1. x2 plus x2 will be 2x2 and then 2x3. This is 4 plus 8, 12. 12 minus 2 is 10. So now x1 plus x2 plus x3 is nothing but 5. So x1 plus x2 plus x3 is nothing but 5. Now understand, very, very easy thing. Okay, so now x1 plus x2 is 4. So if I put x1 plus x2 is 4, okay, if I use equation number 1, so x3 will be equals to 1. Okay, if I put x2 plus x3 as 8, so 5 minus 8, x1 is going to be minus 3. And now if I put x1 plus x3 as minus 2, so x2 will become minus 7. Everybody? Yes? Okay, clear or not? Now in similar manner, if you calculate y1, now this is your job, homework. Do the same thing with y and do it, So y1, I am just going to write, y1 is 1, 9 and minus 7. Sorry. Let me write y1, okay. So correspondingly you have to write, okay. To 1 you are getting 1. Yes. y3 is 1, correct. So y3 is 1. Then x2 is 9 and sorry y2 is 9 and y1 will be what? y1 is minus 7. So now you have got A, B and C. So A coordinate will be minus 3 comma minus 7. B coordinate will be what? 7 comma 9. And C coordinate will be what? 1 comma 1. These are the coordinates of your triangle. Okay? Yes? Clear, everybody? Now Now let's do one thing. Let's do one question. How many of you are one question ready? Ready, ready, ready? How many of you are one question ready? Okay. So let me reveal this particular question and answer I want from you. Okay. So let's see in what ratio does the x-axis, let me draw an x-axis. X-axis divide the line segment. So there is this x-axis, or let me just not draw x-axis. Let me just draw this like this. This is 2 comma minus 3. Or what we can do is better. Even better if I draw a complete like coordinate geometry, x-axis, y-axis. 2 comma minus 3. So 2 comma minus 3 will lie over here. Okay, 2 comma minus 3 and 5 comma 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 comma 6 will lie over here. And if I just draw a line over here, it will look like this. Okay. And as per the question, what they are saying is, in what ratio that does this x-axis, so x-axis divide the line segment joining these 2 points, okay? So first thing, understand, what is the special thing in x-axis? What is that one special thing in x-axis? So if you want to assume a point on x-axis, it will be, let's suppose, a comma 0, okay? And now in what ratio? So anytime if you have to assume a ratio, do not assume m is to n, okay? So tip of the day, ninja tip of the day. Ninja tip of the day. What is this ninja tip? Ninja tip says, if at all you have to assume a ratio, do not assume m is to n. Why? Why you do not have to assume m is to n? Because if you assume m is to n, then you will have two variables, m and n, both you have to calculate. So smartly what you're going to do is, instead of assuming m is to n as the ratio, okay, what you have to do is, instead of assuming m is to n, you have to assume lambda is to 1 as the ratio. Okay, this is ninja tip of the day. Okay, so let's get back to this question. So this is your lambda and this is your 1. Okay, now make use of 0. In mathematics, 0 is very important. Okay, so if you have got the y coordinate, so do not apply the formula of section formula in x. No. Section formula in y will be applicable over here. So let's do that. Okay, so y coordinate of point P, this is your P, correct? Y is nothing but lambda into this. What is this? 5 by 6. So lambda into 6. plus, this is 1 into 2, whole upon lambda plus 1, where y coordinate is 0, obviously. Yes, Ronit is asking, but ma'am, how come you are fixing n? This is going to be revealed once you are done with this question, okay? So now just tell me, 6 lambda, so what does this see? 6 lambda plus 2 is equals to 0. So lambda is coming out as what? Minus 1 by 3. Lambda is actually coming out as minus 1 by 3. That means lambda negative means what? So let me tell you a couple of things. Lambda negative implies external division. External division. Okay. So lambda negative means external division. Okay. And okay. Is it coming negative? Sorry guys. This is lambda into 6 and 1 into minus 3. Oops. This is lambda into 6 plus 1 into minus 3. Okay. So no calculation mistake. Okay. So 6 lambda is equals to 3. Lambda is going to become 1 by 2, my dear students. Lambda is 1 by 2, correct? 1 by 2. So lambda is actually positive. Hai na? And I realized how come internal division, I can see x-axis is lying between these two coordinates. Na? See, now if you draw the diagram now, the picture will be clear to you. So if at all you are doing some calculation mistake, you'll be like, no, but P is lying in between these 2 points. How can it be external division? It must be internal division. That's why I checked it. Okay. So lambda is actually coming out as positive. So lambda is half. So half is to 1. Or you can say 1 is to 2. So now the ratio is 1 is to 2. Option C is absolutely correct. I think Ronit, this solves or this explains your doubt. Okay, so Ronit was asking a very genuine question. In fact, when I was a student, I was also like, why is teacher assuming lambda is to 1? That means how come you are deciding that, okay, m is to n, mein n is 1. But you know what, in this case, we are not imposing a condition that lambda can be a fraction. So if at all n is not 1, which can be possible, then automatically lambda will tell you, okay, lambda will be in such a way, so lambda will be a fraction and that will actually compensate 1 is to 2. But what will happen if you take m is to n? Then what you have to do is you won't be able to calculate m and n both. You will only be left with one equation involving m and n and you'll be like, now what to do? I don't know. Okay. So that is why you have to take lambda is to 1. Okay. Everybody, ninja tip of the day. Understood? Yes? Okay. Now, the next topic is very important and interesting topic. This is nothing but area of triangle. Okay. Area of triangle. So I am going to tell you area of triangle by 2 methods. Okay. The very first method. So this is your triangle. You can see A point is x1, y1. B is x2, y2. C is x3, y3. Okay. The very popular thing which you will be able to see in your NCERT book or any other book or any other teacher's note is this formula. And this formula, let me write, area of triangle whose 3 vertices are given to you is nothing but modulus. Let's not forget the modulus. I hope that you guys are aware about importance of modulus. This is half determinant x1, y1, 1, x2, y2, 1, x3, y3, 1. So this is your formula for area of triangle. Okay. So x coordinate in one particular column, y coordinate in one particular column and 111 in column number 3. This is the formula for area of triangle. Okay. All right. Perfect. Now, but we have another formula as well. And now you will be like, ma'am, but why should I remember one more formula? If you remember this formula, then area of quadrilateral, area of pentagon, area of hexagon, area of heptagon, octagon, nonagon, decagon, 11 sides, 12 sides, whatever area you can calculate just by this formula. What is this formula? Let me tell you, okay. So area of triangle will be half, okay. Obviously there will be modulus, okay, modulus is there. Now what you have to do is you have to write column 1 will have the first coordinate x1, y1, then x2, y2, then x3, y3 and back to x1, y1, okay. One more extra row, cyclic order. We need to complete the circle x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, back to x1, y1. So starting and ending should be exactly same, okay. Now how to open it? Can anybody tell me how to open it? Yes, how to open it? So yes, crisscross x1. So half is there, modulus you have to apply. Can you see? x1, y2 minus x2, y1. Okay, next. So this is done, okay. x2, y3 minus x3, y2. Done. This is also done. Next, x3, y1 minus y3, x1. Done, done, done. Okay, so this is the final thing. Everybody? Okay, all right. So this is the area of triangle. Now what we are going to do is a question time. Question time. King of Kings is saying that I don't know why these guys are not doing half into base into height. King of Kings, very good. I feel you should use half into base into height and tell me the area of this particular question. Can you do it, King of Kings? Yes? Sai Krishna, you also do that? Okay. So let's do this. Okay. So what do you want? Which method do you want? Direct. I think we should do area is equals to half 3, 2, x1, y1, 1, 11, 8, 1, 8, 12, 1. Okay. And don't forget modulus. Right now, I think the modulus is not that important, but you know what? When the question becomes twisted, especially when the area is given and the coordinate is missing, then you will know the importance of modulus, okay? So, area is equals to half. Now, just open it. I feel we can open it, okay? So, this is 3, 8 minus 12. 8 minus 12. 8 minus 12 is minus 4. Minus 2. This is 11 minus 8. Then plus 1. 11 into 12 is nothing but 132 minus 64. So 132 minus 64. 12 minus 6. So 62. 132. So 62. And there is a modulus involved. So area is equals to, now what we can do is we can actually cancel this. 2. So this is minus 6 minus 3 plus 31. 31 minus 9. 31 minus 9. Okay. Have I done anything wrong? It is a 64. No, answer is 25. I have done some mistake. Okay. 8 minus 12, I think this is correct. Minus 2, 11 minus 8 is 3. Then this is 132 minus 64. Sorry, this is 8, na? Ha. Sorry, this subtraction. Oops. 68. So this is 34. 34 minus 9 is 25. Square units. Okay. Now, next question. Are we next question ready? Okay. Let's do this question. Okay. The maximum area, maximum area of the triangle formed by these 3 points is the maximum area. Okay. So let's talk about the maximum area. So x1, y1, 1. So 0, 0, 1. A cos theta, b sin theta, 1. A cos theta minus b sin theta, 1. Okay, determinant close. This is the area formula. Now, there is obviously a modulus involved over here. So there is this modulus. Don't forget the modulus. So delta is equals to half. Now, just open it. Okay, just open it right away. So this is 1, okay, 1 minus AB cos theta sin theta. Minus AB cos theta sin theta minus AB cos theta sin theta. You know that modulus is already there. So there is no need of minus sign. So delta is equals to 1 by 2 mod 2 sin theta cos theta, and AB is also there. So delta is nothing but half mod of AB and mod of sine 2 theta. Yes or no? Because 2 sin theta cos theta is what? Sine 2 theta. Okay. Now what they are asking is maximum area. So maximum area will occur when the value of sine 2 theta will become maximum. So maximum value of sine 2 theta is 1 and area is nothing but half of mod of AB square units. So please do not forget the modulus. Option C is absolutely correct. Okay. All right. Now, from this particular topic, area of triangle, here comes the very important concept, which is condition of collinearity. And you know what? Condition of collinearity can be done through various chapters. You know what? The very first chapter for collinearity, and in the same chapter, if I talk about condition of collinearity, I will give you that condition of collinearity with the help of slope of two lines. I will give you condition of collinearity with the help of determinants. I will give you condition of collinearity with the help of vectors as well. Okay. All right. And I will give you condition of collinearity with the help of straight lines, specifically straight lines topic as well. Okay. So right now we have determinant. Okay. So if 3 points are collinear, area will be 0. Area, if area is 0, then determinant x1, y1, 1, x2, y2, 1 and x3, y3, 1 is 0. This is very important for your JEE main. Okay. Important condition of JEE main, area becomes 0. There is no need of half then, okay? No need of half, okay? Now the next topic is area of quadrilateral, wherein there are 4 points, okay? All right. Now, can you see PQRS? Remember I told you area of triangle with a different formula. Same thing we are going to do over here. Okay, what is that? So now we have got 4 points. So if you are having 4 points, there will be 5 columns. So half modulus will also be there. x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, x4, y4 and back to x1, y1. See, you start from here. x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, x4, y4 and back to x1, y1. So complete circle will be there. And you know how to expand this. So half will be there. x1, y2 minus x2, y1 plus x2, y3 minus x3, y2 plus x3, y4 minus y3, x4 plus x4, y1 minus y4, x1. Okay. All right. This is the formula, king of kings. Why do I write 1, 1, 1? Because it's a formula, okay? And if at all you have to generalize, so suppose quadrilateral or pentagon or hexagon, basically n sides, n can be anything 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on. So if area of polygon you have to calculate, start with x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, x4, y4 and so on. Last will be xn, yn and one more will be back to x1, y1, okay? So can anybody tell me the formula? The final answer of this. Who can tell me, huh? Now you know the formula. Area of pentagon, okay? Apply the formula, half. Then we are having 1, 1. So x1, y1, 1, 1. Next point is 721. Next point is 7 minus 3. Next to that is 12, 2. Then this is 0 minus 3. And last 1, 1. And then your determinants or your sign gets closed. Okay? Yes, Bhavesh, can you just see here? See, this is x1, y1. This is your x1, y1. This is the direct formula, no? I am just putting direct formula. There is nothing to understand. Just basic formula and you are done. And x versus q, can you see? And after that x1, y1. Now open it. How will you open it? So the very first thing is 21 minus 7. So 21 minus 7 plus. Now minus 21 and plus 27 into 21. Next, plus 7 2s are 14 plus 36 plus next. So this and this is also done. Now minus 36 minus 0 plus last 0 and plus 3. Make sure that you are writing the correct signs, okay? Now let's cancel. Plus 21 minus 21 gone. Correct? Plus 36 minus 36 gone. Okay? So we are left with delta is equals to half. Modulus is there. 7 into 21. 147. 147 minus 7 is 140. Plus 14 plus 3. Correct? So 14 plus 3 is what? 17. So the correct answer is going to 157 by 2. Is it the final answer? Hold on. 7 2s are 14. 147 minus 140. Then we are having 14 and then 3, 17. So sorry, this is a negative sign, right? So minus 21 minus this. So minus 147. Oops, correct. So this is minus 147 minus 7 plus 14 and plus 3, correct? So 14 minus 7 is going to give you what? Plus 7. So minus 140 plus 3. Minus 140. So okay, minus 137 ka mod by 2 square units. Okay. So 137 by 2. Okay, got it? Everybody? Clear? Chalo. Let's talk about centroid. Okay. Let's move on and talk about centroid. What is a centroid? Can anybody tell me? Okay, so we are talking about now centers related to the triangle. So very first and basic center related to triangle. Okay, so we have how many centers, by the way? Can anybody recall that? Can anybody recall? First is centroid. The second one is going to be in center. Third one is going to be circumcenter and orthocenter. These four centers are very important. Tell me the names. You should all remember the names. Centroid, in-center, circumcenter together, in-center, circumcenter together. Okay, so centroid, in-center, circumcenter and orthocenter. Okay, 4. Let's talk about centroid. Okay, so centroid is nothing but point of concurrency. What is concurrency? Concurrency where all the lines meet. Okay, the point where all the lines meet. Concurrency. Okay. So there is this one point where all the things coincide basically. The point of concurrency of medians of the triangle. Okay. So one by one, let's understand what is this. So you have got a triangle. Can you see on your screen? This is a triangle. Now, if you draw a triangle, obviously you will have A, x1, y1. B is x2, y2. C is x3, y3. Okay. So this is your triangle. Now, what is median? See, because median is written. Anybody, what is median? And we have done a question also on median. What is median? Median is nothing but a line passing through vertex, a line passing through vertex and a line passing through vertex, and what happens? A line passing through vertex and divides the base. Okay. So if I have to draw a median, there will be 3 medians in a circle. So let's draw a median from vertex A. So a line passing through vertex, let me draw from vertex A, and the opposite to this vertex we have a base BC. So vertex A and base is BC. Now, if I draw a midpoint, can you see D is the midpoint? So this is the midpoint, everybody. So now I have to join A and D together. So AD is going to be a median. Similarly, if I choose B point and AC being the base, E being the midpoint, so BE is also a median. Similarly, CF is a median, and the point of meeting point of all the 3 medians is nothing but G. G over here is nothing but centroid. Okay, all right. Now, what is G? If I talk about G, the coordinates of G easily you can calculate. How? This is the formula. So, G centroid of a triangle, the x coordinate will be sum of all the x coordinate of the vertices upon 3. So, x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, then y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. This is your centroid. Okay. All right, clear? Perfect. So this is the centroid. Now one more thing which is very important. Suppose you have got a median. Okay. D to you know is the midpoint. Can you tell me what is the coordinate of D? So ma'am, x2 plus x3 by 2. Midpoint, remember? Now you have D, you have A, correct? And one more thing, centroid. See, can you see this point? Centroid divides the median in the ratio 2:1. This is very much important. So this bigger portion is 2 and the smaller portion is 1. Remember, length is not 2. Ratio is 2:1. So suppose this length is 2, this will be 1. If this length is 4, this length will be 2. If this length is 10, this length will be 5. Okay, so the ratio is 2:1. Okay, all right. Yes, okay. Yes, everybody, so I think we can start off with a question. Let's do a question. Let's do a question. Let's see how many of you can do this question, okay? Ma'am, I am a dropper. Should I go to college even after taking Sigma batch? Which college? Why do you want to go to the college? I don't recommend, because you know what? When your attention gets divided, in 11th and 12th, your focus is only on studies. Then also students find it difficult. I'm not saying it is impossible, but I'm just saying that very less chances that you're going to score well in the examination. Why? Because if you start college, then it will have its own mid-semester, own pressure. So the college pressure is completely different. It will definitely eat your time. Why do you want to do that? 2920 SAT. Okay, that's what I feel. Let's do. If the centroid of the triangle formed by, this is origin. Centroid is what? x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 is also 0. As per the question, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3 is also 0. That means sum of x coordinates, 3 will go here, na? Sum of x, what does that mean? Sum of x coordinate. By the way, x coordinate is also known as abscissa. How many of you know? Abscissa. And sum of x coordinate is 0, correct? And y is also 0. So a plus b plus c. A plus b plus c is 0. If a plus b plus c is 0, okay, then can anybody tell me this formula? A cube plus b cube plus c cube. Remember? Blurry memories of class 9th. Blurry memories of class 9th. If a plus b plus c is 0, Google it right away, you have your phone. If a plus b plus c is 0, then what happens? A cube plus b cube plus c cube becomes 3abc. Option B is absolutely correct. Yes, Yamini? Okay, so this is, see, now how beautifully this question got connected with a 9th class result. Okay, that is why JEE Main or JEE Advanced is difficult, because now you have 9th class, 10th class, 11th and 12th combined, 4-year combined. Anything can happen at any time. They can use straight lines with class 9th basic factorization result. They can use class 12th with number theory as well. Okay. Chalo. Next question, are we ready? Okay. Let's see how many of you are able to do this. Two vertices of a triangle are -1, 4 and 5, 2. Okay. Let us assume that the third vertex is x, y. Third vertex. Third vertex. Now just do everything which you do usually. Quickly, huh? You have 10 seconds. You have to be very quick right now. Okay, so it's very easy question. X1 is -1 plus X2 is 5 plus X3 is X. Whole upon 3, centroid is 0. And now y coordinate 4 plus 2 plus y whole upon 3 is equals to -3. So from here, x is nothing but -4. Y over here is -9, -8. So -9 minus 8 is -9. -9, sorry, 4, -9 minus 6 is -15. -4 comma -15 is sitting in option A. King of Kings is saying very easy lesson. It's not that easy. I am doing some easy stuff over here, but when we are going to actually do practice session, then we are going to understand. Okay, right now we are just holding grip on the concept, है ना? Okay, so understand, whenever you are feeling that a question, obviously these questions won't come in JEE Main, but these questions are important to build your basics. If you're going to skip this question, directly jump on to JEE Main, JEE Advanced question. Then you will be like, ma'am, I'm not able to solve it. What to do? Because you have skipped this. Because you have skipped the part number 1, you have skipped the foundation. If a building is getting created, if you are trying to create directly first floor, I am going to stay on first floor, let me create first floor in air. What will happen? You know what will happen, right? So ground floor, and you know what, ground floor creation, just go and watch how to create a building. Go and watch. The ground floor creation is going to take most of the time. And you'll be like, since how many years this building is getting created and only ground floor? And then eventually you will realize the more time you're going to invest in ground floor, and the faster the building will be created after that. Okay, understand, your foundation has to be rock solid. Then you can nail any particular chapter. Okay, all right. Now in center, I think the centroid knowledge you all have right now. The RIA, I will give you DPP on Telegram. Okay, make sure that you all are connected to Vedantu JEE English Telegram channel, and the link is given in description box. Okay, chalo, let's do the point of concurrency of internal angle bisectors of a triangle. So first of all, what is in center? So there is a triangle. There will be 3 angles of a triangle. Can you see 3 angles? Okay. Now this angle will have its angle bisector. This angle will have its angle bisector. This angle will have its angle bisector. Okay. Now this is the point of concurrency. Can you see? Point of concurrency of all the internal angle bisectors. Okay. Now, what is the formula, ma'am? How to calculate? So, unlike centroid, because centroid is the most easy to calculate, in center will require some calculation. What are those calculations? So, first thing is you have to calculate the sides of a triangle. So, A vertex is given to you. Yes, ma'am. B vertex is given to you. Yes, ma'am. C vertex is also given to you. Can you calculate sides, that is AB, BC and CA? Can you calculate all the sides, everybody? Can you just do can you calculate all the sides, length of sides if the vertex is given? Yes. And let me tell you the notation over here. Let me draw one more time. See, if at all A is what? X1, Y1. This is your B, X2, Y2. This is your C, X3, Y3. Now listen to me very carefully. You don't have to mug up the in-center formula. Just recognize by pattern. Okay. Okay, you won't be able to forget it because you don't have to remember it. Why? Because you have to understand the pattern. Okay. So now this is your A. Opposite to capital A, you have this side BC, which is denoted by small a. This is the standard notation. Opposite to capital A, we have small a. Opposite to capital B, we have small b. Opposite to capital C, we have small c, my dear students. Okay. All right. Yes. Now, understand what is happening over here. Okay. So, this point over here, right here, this particular point, this point is your in-center. Now, the formula is a times x1. So, in-center x coordinate will be a times x1 plus b times x2 plus c times x3 whole upon a plus b plus c. Similarly, y will be what? Y will be what? Do not just write the formula, no, and plug in the value. I never do that. I do this. Okay. Write the formula. Suppose a is 3. So 3y1. So a y1 plus b y2 plus c y3 whole upon a plus b plus c. Okay. Yes. All right. It looks like it is a difficult to remember, but you don't have to remember. In fact, you will never forget it if you understand the pattern behind it. Okay. All right. Yes. Now, one more thing related to in-center. Okay. Not one, actually couple of things related to in-center. What is that? Ratio in which in-center divides the internal angle bisector. Now, it was very easy in case of centroid, 2:1 ratio. But it is not as simple as that. Now, understand, suppose you want this is to this. Correct or not? This is to this you want. Okay. AI upon ID. AI upon ID. So, understand AI upon ID. D is lying on which particular side? BC. Length of BC is A. So, your denominator will be A. Okay. This is how you remember. Denominator will be A. And numerator will be sum of other two sides. Isn't it easy? Let me tell you one more thing. Okay. Suppose somebody is asking me BI upon IE. How will you do that? Okay. E is lying on this, which is B. So, this ratio BI upon IE. Understand the pattern. E is lying on this, so length B. Now, what are two other sides which are remaining and left out? So, ma'am, B is there, so A and C, no? So, A plus C. Done, 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 done. Okay. Everybody? All right. Now, the second point on your screen, the largest circle contained in a triangle is called inscribe. Okay. So, now suppose this is your in-center. You know how this in-center is formed. In-center is nothing but point of concurrency of internal angle bisector or meeting point of internal angle bisector. Okay. So, once you have got this, now you have that, what do you call it as? Like that rounder. We used to call this as rounder. Rounder is that you have one sharp pin type thing and one pencil, and then you can draw a circle. What is that tool called? So, using that, if you keep the tip of rounder over here and the pencil, if you are going to keep just here and here and here. So, a circle you will be able to draw which is touching all three sides. That means this is equal and nothing but radius of the circle. This is your in circle. So, the largest circle contained in a triangle. Contained means what? Contained means what? It is touching all the three sides. Is called inscribed circle, or you can call it as in circle. Inscribed means inside. Compass. Okay, yes. Compass. Yes. Chalo, let's do one question. How many of you are question ready? Let me know. How many of you are question ready? Are you question ready? Ritel is saying I am not. Why are you not question ready, huh? I am buffering a lot. Is it buffering? It should not buffer. Reduce the size, no? Reduce the size of this, what do we call? It's not size. Quality. Yes. Quality. No, it's not buffering. See, if it is working on my screen, that means it is working everywhere. Only thing is that you might have your internet issue, okay? So vertices of a triangle are given to you. So let me just mark A is 4, minus 2, B is minus 2, 4, and C is 5, 5. Now help me. So if this is A, this small a is going to be equal to root of 49 plus 1. So root of 49 plus 1. So this is root 50, I guess. What about this? This is B is equals to square root of 1. So again root 50. Okay. And what about this? This is square root of 36 and 36. So this is C is equals to 6 root 2. And this is root 50 is going to give you what? A is equals to 5 root 2. B is also 5 root 2. I think the question has become easy for you. X coordinate, everybody. Do not write the formula. Just write this. A x1. So 5 root 2 into 4. So 5 root 2 into 4 is 20 root 2. A x1. Then B x2. So minus 10 root 2. And 6 5s are plus 30 root 2 whole upon A plus B plus C. A plus B plus C is 5 plus 5, 10. 10 plus 6 is 16 root 2. Now you can cancel it out quickly. Root 2, root 2, root 2, root 2 cancel. 20 minus 10 is 10. 10 plus 30 is 40 by 16. 4 4s are 4 1s are 5 by 2. Everybody 5 by 2. 5 by 2. Now one more thing, one very interesting fact. One very interesting fact. See, now if you calculate y coordinate, now you are going to get the same calculation. See, minus 2 into 5 root 2. So you are going to get minus 10 root 2. Same calculation, you got minus 10 root 2. Okay. Then you are having B. So minus 2 into this. So 5 4s are 20. So 20 root 2. Can you see 20 root 2 also? And 5 6 are plus 30. Same calculation. If the calculation is same, A plus B plus C is again you have to copy paste. The denominator for both the incenter is exactly copy paste anyway. So this is Y is also no need to calculate. Option A is absolutely right. Okay, in center, crystal clear. Now you have orthocenter on your plate. Orthocenter, everybody. What is orthocenter? Orthocenter is point of concurrency of all the altitudes. What is altitude? Altitude is nothing but from the vertex you have to drop a perpendicular on the other side. Okay. So altitude, altitude, altitude. So this is nothing but orthocenter. Now there is no direct formula. I mean, there is a direct formula, but that direct formula we never apply, because if you are going to apply it, it is going to take much of your time. So calculating orthocenter is a different game altogether, and we are going to do that once we learn the straight lines concept. So we cannot calculate orthocenter with the help of the coordinate geometry basic. We need to know how to write the equation of line, etc., etc. Okay. So point of intersection of altitude. Right now, what you need to know about orthocenter is this thing, which is a very specific case wherein a right angle triangle is given to you. Ma'am, why is symbol not O? Because O is for origin, na? O is already gone for origin. But you know what? I am going to represent it using O, just to keep in mind, okay? Now, if at all you have right angle triangle, then orthocenter is nothing but the vertex which is right angle. C will be the orthocenter. But ma'am, how? Let me explain you why is it happening. So this is your right angle triangle, and what is the definition of an orthocenter? So ma'am, orthocenter is nothing but the meeting point of all the altitudes. Altitude means perpendicular from the vertex. Okay, so suppose you have got 3 vertex. One by one we are going to do that. Okay, so suppose you have A. Now from vertex A, I need to drop a unique perpendicular on the base BC. There will be exactly one perpendicular. And you know what? Surprisingly, that perpendicular which is from A on BC side is none other than side AC. This is your altitude number 1. This is your altitude number 1. Okay, all right. Now you have vertex B right here. Okay. And now if from vertex B, and this is your AC, you need to drop a perpendicular on AC, correct? So this is also the second altitude, altitude number 2. Can you see the meeting point of 2 altitude is nothing but the vertex C itself? Okay. Yes or no? How many of you are understanding this? Okay, so this is your orthocenter. And last, just drop a perpendicular from this to this. So again, this starts from C only, na? So meeting point is nothing but C. So what do you remember? In a right angle triangle, the orthocenter is nothing but right angular vertex. Okay, everybody getting it? Yes. Now the third, actually how many? So we are done with centroid in center, then orthocenter also done, then finally circumcenter. Yes, circumcenter. Okay, everybody, circumcenter. Now what is circumcenter? Circumcenter and orthocenter is something students gets confused. You should be able to differentiate very clearly what is the difference between circumcenter and orthocenter. So circumcenter is nothing but the point of concurrency of perpendicular side bisector. Now understand. What is the difference between altitude and perpendicular bisector? What is the similarity first of all? Altitude is also perpendicular. Perpendicular bisector is definitely perpendicular. Okay. But altitude is actually compulsorily, altitude has to pass from vertex. So all the altitudes, the origin of altitudes starting from vertex. Okay. And altitude not necessarily should be bisecting the base. Here D is not the midpoint of BC. Okay, bisect. We are not bisecting. If it is bisecting, then by chance it is happening. But this is not a mandatory thing. The mandatory thing is it should start from vertex and it should be perpendicular. Okay. This is your altitude. But what about perpendicular bisector? Now understand. Perpendicular bisector mein, first of all, can you clearly see that this perpendicular bisector is not starting from the vertex. No perpendicular bisector is passing through vertex. If it is passing, then it is a bonus thing. But is it a compulsory thing? No. What is the compulsory thing then? It should be perpendicular, 90 degrees should be there, and it should be bisecting the base. So altitude versus perpendicular bisector. Okay. So both are perpendicular. Perpendicular to base, and perpendicular to base. Both are having this similarity. But now altitude is passing through vertex. Okay. And perpendicular bisector is passing through midpoint of base. Everybody clear? Okay. So now this is your base, this is your midpoint. So a line perpendicular to BC and passing through D will look like this. A line perpendicular to this and passing through midpoint of this particular side is this. A line perpendicular to AB and passing through midpoint of AB is this. Now the point of concurrency of 3 perpendicular bisector is this. Okay. All right. Yes. But again, one more very important thing. Again, you will be like, ma'am, but how will you calculate coordinate? Again, right now you can't do it. You need to learn straight lines. So wait for a while. We'll learn straight lines, how to write equation of a straight line, everything, and then we will be able to calculate circumcenter and orthocenter. Okay? Everybody? Yes? Okay. Now if I talk about some very interesting points related to circumcenter, what are they? So first of all, this is your circumcenter, okay? This is your triangle and you have located the circumcenter as well. Okay, ma'am, clear? Now, if you have that compass, right? So if you put tip of this, we've got 2 pen, okay? And this is your rounder, okay? Ma'am, is all 4 center exist for all 3 triangles? Yes, Rohanit, absolutely. All 4 centers exist. So if you put a tip of your rounder or compass on circumcenter and another tip if you are putting it on either C or A or B, so you will be able to draw a whole circle using this. Okay, you will be able to draw a whole circle using this, correct? Okay, and that circle is nothing but circumcircle. Circum is already outside. In circle means inside the triangle. Circumcircle is outside the triangle. And this being the radius. Okay, this being radius. Radius is nothing but circumradius. Remember, in radius, so circumradius. And one more very much important thing. This is again very important. Okay. Very much important. What is important? So for a right angle triangle, midpoint of hypotenuse, for a right angle triangle, midpoint of hypotenuse is nothing but circumcenter. Okay. So if I ask you what is the orthocenter of a right angle triangle, so you will say B point. Why B? Because vertex at the right angle is the orthocenter. But if I ask you what is circumcenter of a right angle triangle, you will be like, ma'am, midpoint of the hypotenuse. Everybody getting it, understanding it? Okay, clear? Chalo. Okay. Now one very important fact about centroid, incenter, circumcenter and orthocenter. In isosceles triangle, centroid, incenter, circumcenter and orthocenter lie on a same line. And more importantly, In an equilateral triangle, all these 4 points coincide. Okay, Harish, were you not there when I started the lecture? I have already taught you centroid in detail. What were you doing then, huh? Don't do this to me, huh? Okay. So yes. Abhi, now one very interesting thing. Suppose one equilateral triangle is given to you. By the way, they will not tell you there is an equilateral triangle. They'll just silently drop a triangle whose vertices are given to you. Now you have to figure it out, huh? It's your job that, okay, let me calculate AB, BC and CA, and you'll be like, oh, AB, BC, CA are equal. That means it is an equilateral triangle. And you know what? They will not ask you centroid. They will not ask you in center. They will directly ask you, find the circumcenter of this ABC triangle whose vertices are given. You'll be like, circumcenter? That means circumcenter, there is no direct formula. So you'll be like, oh, so this is a very tough question. No, it's not a tough question. Just calculate all the sides of the triangle and you'll be surprised. Maybe it's an equilateral triangle. In equilateral triangles, circumcenter and centroid both are same. So why do you want to go through circumcenter way? Go from centroid way, na? You calculate centroid and you say this is circumcenter only. Take my answer. Okay? Okay. Yes. Harish is saying, ma'am, notification not coming. But I to gave you notification in Telegram. Are you not joined in Telegram channel? Huh? Have you switched off Telegram notification? Yes or no? Okay, one more very important thing. In general, OGC ratio is 2:1. Now, what is OGC ratio? OG, to you know na, OG, such a Gen Z term, OG, OGC, okay? So, O over here is orthocenter. G over here is, you all know, G ke denotion to you know, centroid. And C is nothing but obviously circumcenter. So G divides, centroid divides orthocenter and circumcenter line in 2:1 ratio. How many of you will be remembering this? Because this is very, very important. Okay, very, very important. Now you have one question. I will give you one question. Okay, everybody. Yes, this is the question. Let's see how many of you are able to solve it. Okay. I am an OG subscriber. Harish is getting it, huh? So Harish, make sure that you are subscribed to Telegram. If not YouTube, I understand that you kind of maybe don't check YouTube that regularly, or you just switch off YouTube notifications. But make sure that Telegram notification you on, because we don't post more often, right? Let the orthocenter and centroid of a triangle. So orthocenter O is given, which is -3,5. O is given, orthocenter. Centroid is given, which is G, that is 3, 3. C is the circumcenter, which is not given to you, x, y. Then what they are saying is radius of a circle having AC being diameter. So you are looking for AC. This is your A. So you are looking for AC. Okay. So AC being diameter, AC by 2 will be radius. So to calculate this is 2:1 ratio. This is x, y, correct? Now just apply section formula. If you know the result now, then the question is absolutely easy. 2x plus minus 3 whole upon 3 is nothing but your 3 centroid, right? 3 is equals to 2x minus 3 by 3. So clearly 3 3s are 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. 2x is equals to 12. X is 6. Now y. So this is also 3. So 2 into y plus 5 whole upon 3. 9 minus 5. So 2y is equals to 4. Y is equals to 2. So 6, 2 is this point. Now what do you want? AC being your diameter. So calculation of AC, which is nothing but diameter. Diameter will be what? 6, 2 minus 3, 5. 6 minus 3, 9 ka square, 81. 2 minus 5, minus 6 whole square plus 9. Square root 90 is equals to nothing but 3 square root 10. This is your diameter, by the way. 3 root 10 is diameter. Final answer is nothing but radius is 3 root 10 by 2. 3 root 10 by 2, I can't see the answer. So what you can do is root 2 by root 2. Correct? Root 2 by root 2. So if root 2 by root 2 is there, 10 root 2 is root 20. Now root 20 is nothing but 2 root 5. So 2 root 5. Okay, so 3 into 2 root 5 upon this is 2 root 2. 2 to cancel, 3 root 5 by root 2. So option C, 3 root 5 by root 2 is absolutely correct. Okay, everybody. Shall we move on to the next problem? Okay, Darya. Okay, Harish, just go back. Go back because this live, like you see, this live, YouTube live has a feature of watching it recorded version. So no need that, okay, if teacher is there and I am there, then only I can learn. Just go back, no? Make sure that you just go back and watch that section formula portion, okay? Yes, and then come back over here because see, there will be multiple students. So if one student will come, I'll just go back and explain. So rest of the student will feel, huh, ma'am, why are you re-explaining? Then if again third student will come and ask me, ma'am, explain section formula. Then Harish, you will be like, ma'am, I can't listen to section formula one more time because now I want to go ahead, na? I want to learn more. And if fourth student will come, you'll be like, ma'am, 3 times you're explaining same thing. Okay. So yes. Okay, shifting of origin, everybody, shifting of origin. Yes. So in shifting of origin, what happens? Learn it very nicely. I will give you the direct formula. Suppose this is your x-axis and this is your y-axis. Okay, all right, yes. And you have got a point P, x, y. Okay, yes, and this is your original origin. So small x is equals to 0 and y is equals to 0. So 0, 0 is this point. Okay, O is the origin. Correct. Now what are we doing is, now this is your origin. Now your origin has been shifted to a new point, let's say 2, 3 or 1, 2, something like that. So let me take a generic point. Now your origin has been shifted. So if you shift your origin, then what will happen? See, this is your thing. And this point over here is h comma k. H comma k, that means with respect to old, with respect to your small x, small y, this is your old coordinate axis, you have h comma k. So small x is h, okay? Capital small x is h, small y is k, and this over here is capital X, new axis, capital Y, and this is nothing but O dash, okay? O dash, clear? And now, because with respect to the original axis, small x and small y were the coordinates, but I am looking for the new coordinates with respect to this, okay? So. Suppose, let me just write that this point has a new coordinate which is capital X comma capital Y. Can I mark it as capital X, capital Y? This is nothing but new coordinates, okay? So now just tell me one thing, if I just do this, what will be this particular length? This is X comma Y, what is this length? This length will be small x. And what is this particular length? This particular length is h, okay? So what will be this length? Can anybody tell me? So x minus h. So capital X is nothing but x minus h. Capital Y will be y minus k. Or it will be easier for you to remember if at all I write x is equals to capital X plus h, y is equals to capital Y plus k. This is your final thing, okay? Everybody, this is shifting of origin. This is the formula. Yes? So, how many of you are ready to solve this particular question? How many of you are ready? Okay, how many of you are ready? So, yes, this is the question. I would like you to solve it, and I am going back, bringing my water in less than 10 seconds. I'll try. I'll come back in less than 10 seconds, and you just solve this question. Let me know your answer quickly, huh? Then I'm going to solve it. कशिश लाइट गई है, पता है तेको? मेरा है और मेरा यूपीएस चल रहा है. I am back. Okay, right? At what point the origin be shifted? At what point? So let me take that point as h comma k. H comma k. Okay? H comma k. If the coordinates of a 4 comma 5, that means this is x comma y, becomes, new one will become x comma y. Now you remember the formula? Formula is nothing but x is equals to capital X plus h, y is equals to capital Y plus k. Okay? So now small x 4 is equals to minus 3 plus h. H is 7. Similarly, small y 5 is equals to 9 plus k. So k is going to be minus 4. 7 comma minus 4. Option A. Yes? Okay. Yes, Rama Reddy. Why are you asking about my offline center? I mean, do you want to meet me or what? Acha, one more question. One more question. Let's do this question then. Okay. So, sorry, not this. This one. Okay. If the axis are shifted to the point 1 comma minus 2 without rotation. Okay. Without rotation, that means normal shifting of origin. Okay. So if the axes are shifted to, so h is equals to 1 and k is equals to minus 2. Okay. Then the equation, so this is the old equation, right? So x is equals to capital X plus h. H is 1, y is equals to capital Y minus 2. So what you have to do is you just have to replace small x by x plus 1. And you're going to get 2 capital X plus 1 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square minus 4x plus 1 plus 4y minus 2 is equals to 0. Okay, everybody? Yes. So 2x square plus y square. Now this is plus 2. Okay. So this is plus 2 plus 4x. From here plus 4 minus 4y minus 4x minus 4 plus 4y minus 8 is equals to 0. Let's just solve it. 2x square plus y square. So 2x square plus y square is right there. Then you have plus 4x minus 4x cancel. So can you see there is no x term over here? Okay, so there is no x term anyway. Now plus 4 and minus 4 also gone. Minus 4y plus 4y is also gone. Okay, so now 2x square plus y square minus 6 is equals to 0. So I think it is matching with option B. Everybody? Yes? Clear? All right. Okay. So I think basics of coordinate geometry is done. Now in the next session, what we are going to do is we are going to do locus, problems related to, first of all, we'll learn what is a locus, problems related to locus, and we'll quickly jump on to the straight lines, various forms of straight lines. Okay. So straight lines has how many forms? First of all, what is a slope, what is angle of inclination, how to write equation of a line whose slope and intercept is given to you, or whose slope and point is given to you, or whose 2 points are given to you, or whose 2 intercepts are given to you, or parametric equation, normal form of equation, and various question among all the forms of straight lines. Okay, so we are going to, ma'am, for these kind of questions, can we substitute in options? What are you going to substitute? No. Are you going to substitute this? No, that will be wrong, conceptually wrong. See, you can't, you have to substitute over here, and eventually the final answer you have to. Now, can you see our answer is capital X, but they are giving in small x. Okay. So after writing in capital X, now you have to write the final equation in small x and y. Okay, so that if you do that, that answer will be incorrect. Okay, so now I think we are done with today's session. I hope that you have enjoyed the session. Do let me know in the comment section whether you want detailed topic wise lecture. Okay, detailed topic wise lecture, or you want complete one shot. Okay, yes. 2026 aspirants, this is for you. Do let me know whether you are looking for complete one shot, but yes, in one shot you have to sit for longer hours in live session. Okay, and one shot is not going to be like daily, obviously. Then what will happen if we do one shot, then one day we are doing one shot, there will be a gap. Okay, but when we do detailed topic wise lecture, now it will be regular lecture, 1.5 hour, 2 hours, but topic we are going to go in depth. So let me know what are your thoughts about it, one shot or detailed topic wise lecture. Okay, All right, yes. So this is me, your Ninja Ma'am, signing off, and I'm gonna see you super